Kidnap people. What the show shit? We have 30 minutes of tape.
Just about every day he sits out on the basketball court at lunch and he hands out basketball to you guys. First of all, let me tell you, I am in complete violation of his union contract by asking him to do that, but he does it anyway for you guys. Okay? The fact you might not know about Mr. Arona is he is one of the nation's finest. He used to launch airplanes off aircraft carriers. So, how many of you have seen the movie Top Gun? Top Gun? He's the guy on the deck with the helmet, pulling the cable along. And once upon a time, we're really lucky this didn't happen, he was working on the deck. And you know, the cable's a big catapult and it comes flying back. And if you're not watching it, it'll just cut you right in two. Well, when he was about 19, probably about 100 pounds lighter, a lot more nimble, the cable came flying back, and he jumped it. But then it came flying back again, and he had to jump it again. As you guys get older, a lot of people have jobs that are pretty thankless. You know what thankless means? It means nobody tells you your job. You just do your job and you do it as best you can. Well, that's what he does. Works very hard around here. There's lots of people like that. You know, one of them standing over there signing a yearbook. Over there against that wall right now. Commercials, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Well, when Mrs. Duncan talks, everybody listens. You know, the reason why is because you never hear her boast or brag or talk about herself. She only talks about what's good for kids, and she only speaks when there's conviction. Excuse me, guys. She only speaks when there's conviction and something that's important to making your education better around here. And so, probably as much as anybody's opinion, I trust hers. You know, it's really hard to come in mid-year and take somebody's job and try to fill their shoes. Okay? It's really hard. Because you don't have any relationships, you don't know anybody's name. You don't know what their likes are, who they can sit by in class and get along with, who they can't sit by in class and get along with. But Mr. Harrigan over there did a pretty good job this year. Standing also in the doorway is a guy who had to do that same thing. But he had to It isn't. Tyson, this is your conscience. Okay, he had to fill somebody else's shoes, but the thing is there's a lot of difference between, you know, sitting in the office eating all the snacks the moms bring in and teaching. And you know, I'm really good at the first one, not so good at the second one. That's why I became an administrator. But Mr. Sellerall's done a really good job of pinch hitting this year, and I want to thank him. A couple years ago, we got a teacher who I was able to hire a really good teacher. Hey guys, be respectful. A couple years ago, I was able to hire a really good teacher, and hold on to the paper right now, Jim. And you know, she's been a 7th grade teacher, taught many of you as 7th graders, and then this year moved to 8th grade. And it's funny to, you know, I forget that. And so we're lining up for practice on Tuesday and getting ready for Marine World and doing this stuff today. And it's all brand new to her, and I haven't given her any direction, so I should probably apologize. But she's really rolled with the punches and been a teacher that's willing to teach anything I ask of her. Also, for many of the kids at Olympus, the last couple years that struggle in reading, she's given up her prep period almost every day to go help those kids learn how to read. Okay? And that's Mrs. Parmesan. How many of you sitting there had Mrs. Parmesan in 3rd grade? Okay, a few weeks ago, about a month ago, we thought we had a gas leak, and it was burners on the heater turning on the ceiling. And yeah, it's coming, Sean. Here it comes. And you know, remember we did a fire drill because we were worried. You guys remember that? Yeah. The exit the campus. And I was late getting to campus that day, and Mr. Sellerall was pretty new on the job, and he comes in and tells me, hey, I got all the science classes, you know, they're doing okay. You know, Mr. Conway, his class really smells like gas, so he took his class to the computer lab. And he goes, Mrs. Herman's just working through it. They're in there. And Mr. Healy's class doesn't smell bad at all, because when he smelled the gas leak, he lit a candle. There are a handful of teachers in the world. There are a handful of teachers in the world. I'll say it again. There are a handful of teachers in the world that are able to plant thousands of seeds of trees they never get to sit under. And that's children and seeds. A lot of these trees, these children grow to be successful adults and really make a difference. And what I call those teachers a Pied Piper. Because a Pied Piper, you know, leads everybody follows him. And we're really lucky that Mr. Healy is a Pied Piper. All right, I can't go any more time with that. Okay. So, 7 years ago I came to Olympus, and I will tell you without a doubt, this is my favorite class.